Evening all, and welcome back to Factory Town Grand Station, where I have made a few changes. At the end of the last episode, I discovered that one side of this was off to the other side. So I did move it. I did fix it. We are now, if I measure this across here, across here, we are now 27. You see in the bottom corner, 27 chutes there. And if we go this side, we are 27, but that's going to be 8 because the water. Yeah, so we are 27 on both sides now. I've also changed a few things here. I put in the chutes here. That's getting iron and that's getting cotton, so that we can get some more blue coins going and fill up our iron, because we're going to need more. But what I've done is changed up this here. Now, last episode I was trying to figure out a system where the trains can come along and do what they're doing, and that was fine. But when I took the other half of that and put it down here, it was a bit weird because we had one going up, two going up, and then one coming down, and then up and down. It was a bit odd. So I've now changed it so that we have one going up, which by one I mean the first 4 items. And now, number 2 comes down. So that's the first 4 items. Then the next 4 are here, and then here, and here, and here, and here. And it goes up, down, up, down, up, down as it goes. And the trains will drive on the left. They will come along. If they want the first one, they will turn up here, come here, stop, and then they'll turn back and join the top rail and come along. Again, does mean they're going to be colliding, but that should be fine. And when they come to the second one, they'll go down here, park here, wait, and then go and join that top track there. So that's the idea there. That rail system is a little confusing, but as you can see, it's just basically the central rails are just go along the bottom, come along the top line, and then we go up, crossing the rail, along, and back down to the top rail. And this one comes down, across, and up to the top rail. And then right after that, it comes down again. It's just a repeating pattern along, just like it was last episode, just sort of reversed. And then we've still got the little bit at the end, just in case the train ever gets here. It shouldn't ever get there, but who knows? Yeah, so that's that now. So it's up, down, up, down, up, down as we go across. So that means that the very last items that we have are here, the ones there, rather than these 4 being here, which was. Yeah, it's fine. It's still doable, but so yeah. So that's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to go through and we're going to figure out what we need to do. I also want to kind of try and keep things on the sides that they should be on, if possible. So let me unpause the game. There's no reason to have paused. So wood, for instance, we've got logs up here. When it comes to the lumber mills for wood, for plank, we'll put it up here. Stone will be up here as well, and then stone brick will be up here. And then when we come to the gold and the iron, it'll be down here. Obviously, iron will be used in many different places, so that's a bit of a problem. Coal is up here, and that's going to be one of our main used. So, yeah, we're going to have a coal stop along here somewhere. And that's going to have to go down and feed the other side, particularly the forges. That's where the first coal usage is going to be. So I think we should get on and do that. So I'm going to move the town. That's going to be the first thing we do. We can turn off this now. I don't think that's needed anymore for the moment. I'm also going to turn off the iron. You can just dump all your goods in there. Thank you, and away you go. I'll just do that to get some more blue coins in the coffers, but yeah, this was making bandages and cloth at the same time, so we do have some cloth stored up. So yeah, Okay, so let's move the town, shall we? So we're currently selling loads of stuff to town. So let's move the markets. Bump, bump, and bump. Now I don't know. Okay, so we've got a few things going to the markets. So I'll let them travel over, and then we'll stop that. I don't exactly know how I'm going to do this yet. Obviously, there has to be some tracks here, so we need to have at least a 3 gap. So 1, 2, 3. So that's the edge of where the rail's going to be. So the houses could be below that, I suppose. I do also kind of want to tap into whatever I can here, if possible, and feed it down, but then I might actually build a separate train for that, because I don't exactly know where like bread and things are. See, bread is here, sandwiches are here. I'll have to figure that one out, but we might have a train going along the bottom rail and along the top rail that just picks up certain items and brings them down to drop them off here, which we can do. We can just bring it down this side here and have a little a loop thing, because this train is going to be on the other side of the rail. I don't know why it's on the wrong side. It should be on that side. So it'll come along, it'll pick up whatever it needs. We'll have a push it down here with a special signal that will come down to feed the town. So, and this one will do the same. We'll have a train go along here. When it comes here, it will join that, and then all will be good. All will be good. Okay. So we are going to squeeze the town into a small place. Let's get rid of all these resources down here. We don't need any of these. At least not right now, we don't. And also, let's flatten the ground down. There we go. Okay. And you can go. Thank you very much. Right, so, I want to build a road out to the edge of the food market area. Where are we going? Way further than that. You can feed up to there. So that's the area of effect that it can feed to. Awesome. Right. We will probably put these on the opposite side. It does mean the apothecary can't quite reach as far as that. So I probably want to take 3 away from that. So every store can reach anywhere on that road. And then we'll just put the houses maybe along the main road. I do kind of want to spread them out a bit. We've got plenty of space down here, and we can put down multiple food stalls. That's not a problem. You know, we could have them along here and have a train station stop near them, and then feed down. That's not impossible. But right now, I think we're just going to put them all on the line. I need to turn the ones around. Down there, put that down there, and put you down there. There we go. And one thing I'm guessing going to do is double up this road in the centre. Because right now we're actually going to have, well, I don't know if we are going to have anything delivering to it for the minute. I think we might actually just put our money on hold. Okay, let's build some more as well, shall we? There we go. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 24. Awesome. Right. Upgrade you twice all the way through. There we go. Right, and then we can put the other one there. We might not actually have the food market. We might have the speciality one because that's the sandwiches, which is my usual go-to for that. But as was pointed out, one of the stews, the gourmet foods, one of the stews is really easy to make. Veggie stew or apple pie or something. One of them just doesn't require pastures. We are going to make every item in the game anyway, but if we need a quick boost of money, then we can figure that out that way. Okay. So, how are we doing for plank storage? We are full on plank storage. So if I remove those, I am getting them back. So, okay. So apparently you can overload. I think that was something that did change at one point. You can overload. Yeah, so you see we've got 800. 800 is our maximum storage. But when we delete items, you see in the top left here, it is still going up. So I can confidently delete all them. We've got 940 now. And if we go to the base, we have 940, even though 800 is our maximum stack. I think that just means that it won't accept any more inputs, but you can now delete stuff to do that. So you don't end up in a situation like I did a few seasons ago, where I deleted over 1,000 rails and lost every last one of them because, yeah, that was a problem. That was a season 4 mess up on my part. Speaking of which, this Sunday coming, which will be the 12th, yep, is the 1 year anniversary of season 4, the biggest playthrough I think I've done so far, and I intend to go back to it for our live stream on Sunday and see what's going on, because obviously the game has changed a lot, and that was a very large save. If anyone has watched it before, it was a very, very, very large save, so there was a lot going on with it. So it'd be interesting to see exactly what has happened to it, and see whether we can fix any problems that's encountered with it, or whether it just still works. I suppose only really one way to find out, isn't there? Okay, so I need to just basically concentrate on these ones here to start with. So let's remove these trees, because trees are definitely not important. Stone kind of is still. So I'm going to leave the stone alone for the moment. And this was our measurement for our size of things. I'm going to bring the bread barn down and have you delivering bread, and we'll stop that. Okay, so that's stone. So this one's going to be, well, we're going to do the raw resources first, because I completely agree that's going to do it. I'm also going to put like grain down. That I believe is a raw resource because it's grown. So we're going to have farms and things mainly to start with. So we've got foresters to start with. We're going to have a stone mine there. Then down here we'll have an iron mine and a gold mine. But we can't do that yet because obviously we don't have the ability to plant them down, because we need Omni magic for that. Yeah, or prospecting. Well, not prospecting, because prospecting is something that we can't actually do, but I think that does unlock the planting as well. Unlocks the, oh no, Omni planting is what we want. That one there. So we're way off of that. Omniplants is like right down the end of the research. So oil prospecting isn't really something we need, but I can't get rid of the research recipe. There's no way to actually just remove the research recipe. At least not that I know of. And remove that resource because we can always replant grain. Oh, that's a good point actually. We need grain to plant it. So I need to leave some in that barn. So we can actually replant at least some grain. Otherwise we'll end up in a bad situation where we need to go and hunt some more grain. Lower that down there. Okay. You're no longer needed. Let's empty you out a bit. Our wood barn is kind of full, so we don't need that anymore. So realistically, don't need that whatsoever. I wonder whether it would make a bit of sense to maybe put it into this barn here and upgrade this barn. Because it doesn't really matter what size the barn itself is, because it all works off the 99 principle. So do that. There we go. And fill up that barn with that one there. Just so we're not wasting resources. I mean, I know obviously we've got that buffer now because overload the base, which is fine. Now here's one. The base currently has 862. If I delete that, does it go to 872? It does. Awesome. Awesome. So that's a bonus as well. Okay, so this is going to be stone. Like I said, right now I can't actually do anything. I mean, I could make some pickaxe and then actually build some mining, so we have some underground stuff going on there. I have turned off ore prospecting, but I'm kind of thinking I might turn it back on again. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure whether we should or not. That's coal. Coal should be up here anyway, so. But I do need to get on and actually get some things done with this, because otherwise we're going to run out of resources, aren't we? So I can't build a mine because that requires whatever there. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to put a hole in. Find out where the centre of this is. I don't know how to find that out. Measure it. It's 27. Oh, for 27 will be 13. So 13, so that's centered. Correct, that'd be 13. Yep, that's the center. Zoom. So I'll copy the train station and put it down there. And you are going to be. Or do I have to filter you? Did I filter this? I did not. That should be fine. We shouldn't need to filter them. Should be fine. Famous last words there. Can't afford. Need more stone. Ah. That's a bit of a problem. Okay, so I suppose what I'm going to do then is I'm going to steal the stone here. The stone is purely for aesthetic reasons, just so it looks good. But I want to keep it for that reason, for the whole for aesthetics. So okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 is the there. I'm going to get rid of a little bit of coal. Copy this to there. That is also going to be a 0, 1, isn't it? Because coal... Oh no, it's not coal, this is stone, isn't it? Yeah, so this is going to be a 0, 1 as well. So it's going to be exactly the same train. And let's figure out the logic. So, we want to have an inventory center, top and bottom. We're going to have a math block, top and bottom. We're going to have a delta block, top and bottom. So you connect to that, you connect to that, you connect to that, you connect to that. You are detecting what's inside there, and you should be detecting logs, wood, because otherwise you'll pick up other items and that won't be what we want. You're doing planks and you're doing planks. And right, so 50 and less than. So if you are, if this has less than 50 wooden planks in it, you want to connect to that, and you want to connect to that. So if you're less than 50 planks, which is true, no, not planks. This is wrong. This is wrong. It's not. It is wrong, but it's also. It's right, but it's wrong. Less than 50. Then you should connect to there. Okay. Okay. Because that is correct, but it's the wrong. The wrong thing. And you should be stone. You should connect to that one there. There we go. Okay, so this is on. So you should connect to that, and you should also connect to that. That is now empty, so that can go. Okay. And I've disconnected this delta block from this spool function because we don't want it to go when there's stuff around. So we need to turn off the blocker, and we need to build a train. Because I actually removed all the trains. It has to have 4 carriages on it, doesn't it? So put it there. And go 1, 2, 3, 4. You are going to have a signal of 0, 1. Okay? And I don't want to filter those, because hopefully there'll be nothing on the track it could ever pick up that's wrong. Okay, you'll get fuel there. Off you go. You're on. Right. Okay, so obviously I haven't updated this here. I've copied something that's out of date. Because we're no longer using the bottom track, we're using the top track. Okay. Now you're going to turn up there anyway, aren't you? What if I actually did extend the rail out, back and around? Then we want a pusher. We'll go there and there. That's the 0, 1 pusher. Yep. Okay. You should be off. And then you need to reconnect to that. And you need to reconnect to that. Oh, random sneezing. Yeah, we get to that. So there we go. Okay, so off you go. You've got nothing in you, so this won't work anyway. But that's fine. That's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a barn here. We're going to build ourselves a half of the drill. And we're going to say, hey, half the drill, would you be so kind as to grab all those resources. Actually, just turn that way. And fill up this barn. Here we go. And and then we also need to actually put in a ramp there so they can get in there. And they will go up that one little tiny ramp into a building. As soon as they enter this square here, this building sort of just sucks things in, so it doesn't matter whether it's a ramp or not. So yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, there we go. So you're now going to pick up some stone. We'll go 2, 4, 48. 48 stone. I also need to get some minecarts going on here, and I think they're all facing the wrong direction. I don't know if I'm going to use 4 minecarts or 3 minecarts or whatever. We haven't quite decided yet, so. And I may upgrade all the there you go. So you turned off that pusher, so now you're just going to go back around and do your thing. You will come up and drop off stuff in here because you've got some items in you, and then you'll just stop because we don't need any more items from anywhere, which is awesome. So now if I build some carts here, again I don't know if we're going to use 4 carts or 1 cart or whatever. I'll go with 4 carts because there are 4 barns. Then you'll pick up that many there, you'll drop them off in here, and then you'll trigger this to stop that. You've triggered saying I don't have enough in there, so the train has gone. Train picks up stuff. Goes up here. Drops off the goods. Now it does obviously carry on, but luckily I think the carts drop off things before anything happens there, so we're okay. There might be an issue here where it might try and pick up more wood than it should, because the wood might be down, the carts are up. If the carts have just passed here, the train could drop off, go around, pick up wood, come back again. So it could pick up potentially 80 wood, and we've got 100 storage, but then we've got way more storage there, so there might be the odd trigger that goes a bit wrong, but overall I think we'll be okay. And whilst it's parked there as well, I don't know whether it's still empties goods. I mean, I don't want to use the hold until empty. Although that would work, actually, because we've got the buffer, because we've got... I'm going to have the barn store 400. I will upgrade them all to store 400, and they're just waiting for 50. Or 99? We've got 99 and 50. Oh, because that's 100, yeah. So that's 50, so that's half of that, and then we're saying less than 99. Actually, this should be 50. We were going with 50. 99 was a test, wasn't it? So yeah, although we could set it to 99. Yeah, if I said hold until empty, then even if the train fills up this here, it's going to wait, and then when the minecarts pick up something, it will pick up the next one. So I think we'll do that. We'll do that for all of the stations. We shall say hold until empty. And then we don't have to worry about that. But that's stone added. So we also need to figure out dropping off goods. That's going to be our next thing. So I mean, I should really put more resources in here, but I don't know where to go, and we need more stone. So yeah, I think on this one. So this is going to be this one here. It's 27. So if I go here. This is going to be way overkill. Put that in so I know what that means. Yeah, this is going to be way overkill for our stone production. We're not going to need 27 blocks to do it. But just for conformity's sake, I'm going to leave it like that. So a train will come along here. We'll drop off stone here, and the stone will get processed. We don't have the stone to do that, so I might put the rail just on the floor. Mix with the coal. Yeah. Okay, so we've got a stone pickup working. That's fine. So yeah, all we need to do is a stone drop off and then turn stone into stone brick. And as I said, the actual stonemason is literally 3x3, so we can fit ridiculous amounts of them in here. But we won't need to. We won't need to. There'll be loads of space around things, so. But I want to leave the space there in case we ever get to a point where we're really high demand, and then we've got that. So everything's going to be there. So if I'm going to have a 7x7 for each and every one, that's going to be. That's 27. Oh yeah, of course. So we've got 13 at the top and 12 at the bottom. Or no, we've got 14 at the top and 13 at the bottom. So 14 times 27. To bring up the trusty calculator, 14 times 27 is 378. 378 tiles we need. Plus 14 extra tiles because we need this here. So it's 392 we apparently need. So from there, it's 392 long. Which is out there somewhere, out off the screen. So, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's the way we're going to do it. We're going to have 27 by 27 blocks, just because that fits foresters and miners and stuff. So, okay, so we'll leave this here, and we'll come back next time and start on our stone deposit. I might have to figure out something. I might get some stone. Oh, we're still making stone from here, so we're okay. We can probably put this in. So, yeah, we'll pick up from then and carry on. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again next time. And until then, as always, have fun.